All right. Hello, folks. Hello, friends. Hello, fans. Hello, everybody who is watching my YouTube channel. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about depression and how it sometimes suddenly has me, especially in the colder season. So, basically, depression is a pretty complex thing, and I always recommend and suggest everybody to seek professional help when in crisis. My story with depression is a pretty long one because I was molested as a child in elementary school by a Catholic nun who disliked me for being who I am. So that was the first thing. I also had a lot of experience in school time with bullying, and that all left pretty strong marks upon my soul, with the complete aftermath being, um, not being, I was an alcohol addict. And basically, I tried to drown my depression and my feelings in alcohol, but I learned they could swim. So, to cut a long story short, I was back in 2015, so exactly 10 years ago, in the hospital because I tried to unalive me. And yeah, throughout this time, I learned so much in this hospital. I had to stay for several months. And yeah, I did a lot of work, I did a lot of homework, and I decided to share some of my street smart knowledge. So, the first thing which comes to my mind when I'm dealing with depression is the most people try to fight against it. But if you try to fight against it, it comes back stronger because you try to refuse it, but you can't because you're in a kind of undertow going on, which is sucking you to the bottom. So I learned because I read one day in a book that depression is kind of like a stray dog that tries to get into your house and makes everything dirty, and the stray dog is stinky and awful, and you really try everything to not have this stray dog in your house, which is in your head, basically, sort of speaking. So the first thing is to acknowledge that you have a depression, and that is okay in in these times nowadays where lunatics in politics kind of have to say, and everything is kind of getting strange in this world, especially with asocial media going on, algorithms pushing hate speech, and all this negative stuff going on, basically. So the first thing is to definitely see that you have a depression. This is not a something you to be ashamed of or something. It's just you get it. And it is okay. It is completely okay to burn out on something or to be depressed, or like in these colder, darker months to be a little bit down with your mood. It's completely fine. It's completely natural. Um, I do not want to say embrace it, but be open and yeah, don't fight your depression. It may sound strange, but welcome it. Just say, okay, hello, my little stray dog puppy, and think of it like you would see a stray dog in the street that walks in your direction, and I guess to a 99.9% that everybody would pet this stray dog. So, sort of saying, learn how to pet your depression. So, and here we are. 3 tips how to pet your depression. The first tip I will provide you here is eating healthy. Eating healthy will make you feel better, I promise you. Because if you constantly eat pizza, junk food, drink soda, it will not only make your body get fattier, but it will also decrease your mood because everything in your brain is chemical. So let's see, if you eat pretty unhealthy, a lot of sugar, a lot of fat, your brain will have a much harder time processing all these unhealthy brain chemicals. So it would be better if you drink clean water, and maybe you can put in a little slice of lemon, for example, to make it a little bit tastier. But that alone will increase your mood, I promise you. It does when I do it. And eat healthy. Eat healthy food. Eat fruits. Eat apples. Eat bananas. Don't overdo it. Always keep a healthy balance. You know, you can eat some chocolate. You can have your slice of pizza. But do it like in a balanced shape and in a balanced manner. So the second thing is move, because the opposite of depression is expression. So if you dance, if you go for a walk, if you play the drums, or anything that makes your body move, will make this guy here, the brain, forget about the depression, because your focus is shifted towards another thing and not to this dark thing here in this head. The third thing is always to dress well. It's sounding so stupid, but imagine if you're depressed, you are laying in the bed, you struggle to get up, which is totally understandable. But if you see it like that, if I get up and then get over myself, dress myself well in clothing where I really look sharp, and clothing, of course, where I feel comfortable in, trust me, you will definitely feel better because you went over the, how should I put this, pyjama, hoodie, in German you will say Gammel look, so the lazy look, because you will feel better if you put on some makeup, if you're a girl, or I don't know, if you're a guy, well, whatever. But do try to pet your depression. I also will add a bonus, a fourth tip. Try to sing or try to listen to music which brings your mood up. It can be metal, it can be jazz, it can be anything that makes you happy, that makes your feet tap along with the beat, you know. But be sure, if you listen to some music, try to listen to something that will drive you. Maybe you will sing along with it. That will alone, like moving your body, like dancing, or well, you can combine it everything. You can combine singing with dancing. But the bottom line here is that you will shift your focus from one thing, from the depressive thing, to another thing, which kind of fools your brain a little bit. That are 3 tips, well, now 4 tips to pet your depression if you're feeling depressed. And I hope you can use at least a little something from this. This is, well, I'm not a psychologist. This is my street smart knowledge. You can, of course, order my book if you want. I've written a book some years ago, going much deeper into the stuff I learned, but it is not mandatory. The other thing is, if you are in a real crisis, please do consider seeking professional help. I will include some numbers down in the box below, and don't hesitate to contact, because it is no shame. It is definitely no shame if you struggle with depression. It is all okay. We all are human. We all have two hands and two legs. We all are flesh and bones. Nobody is better or worse than anyone, you know? And yeah. And now we will jump on to the guitar trick of the day. Right, the guitar trick for today is a little phrasing you can use for your legato playing, and it goes following like this. So what is happening here basically, I start on the 12th fret. I'm in drop B, by the way, but you can do it in E standard, and well, it's functionable for all across the string and all across the fret. So the thing basically here is that phrasing. So you start with a down pick and then you pull off. So down pick, pull off, hammer on, pull off, hammer on, pull off. And then on your B string, you pick 3 notes. Down, up, down. It's a symmetrical shape. So again. And you will do this all across your fretboard. Again, regular speed. Again, slowly. And if you combine it, you can move it all around the fretboard and it can sound something like this. Yeah, that was basically it. Thank you guys so much for watching.